What up? It's Jay. Fucking, I'm gonna do Jay's mine right now. This is my bat. Actually, it's not even my bat. It's D's bat, but Black Magic Easton. Anyway, I don't know what I want to talk about. Actually, you know, fuck it. I'm gonna share some sexual stories right now. So I had been dating this girl, my sophomore year. Actually, we started dating end of freshman year during second semester, and her name was Claire. Really sweet girl, 5'2", maybe a little shorter, brown hair down to about here. Small tits, super fucking tight pussy. Like, pussy was fucking, like, zipper tight. Like, I put one finger in this bitch one night, and she was, like, moaning her fucking ass off. It was fucking crazy. Anyway, but we had been dating for a little while, and, you know, like, in any relationship, you're gonna have, you know, some sexual experiences happen. And me and this girl had come to see, we went to a performance at the school one night. I think it was the Christmas thing that they were doing, and D plays violin and orchestra, and he's fucking boss. Hopefully he puts up a video of him playing some shit, because that would be badass. And he's a fucking beast. But anyway, we went and we were hanging out, and she gave me a ride home. She had her mom's car, and she gave me a ride home, and we before we got to my house, we like pulled up like half a block away, and you know, we were kind of like fooling around, like making out in the fucking car and shit, and then I was like, you know, let's hop in the back seat. And she's like, alright, so she gets in the back seat, and then I get in the back seat, and like, you know, shit starts getting a little bit more hot and heavy, and I pull her pants down, and you know, I'm fingering her and making out with her, and I start chowing on that pussy, and then she you know, she was kind of like, you know, getting into it or whatever, and I was like, oh yeah, like, she likes it, good, like, I'm doing everything right, like, I was feeling confident, I was like, yeah, like, gonna fucking make that pussy my bitch, and, I like, started unzipping my pants, like, kind of, like, hinting at it, and she just, like, immediately knew, like, what to do, like, she just fucking whipped out my cock, and, like, started jerking it off, and, like, she started fucking sucking it, and I like, grabbed the back of her hair, like, not, like, rough, you know, I'm not an asshole or anything, but, and, you know, like, I kind of, like, pushed her head down a little bit too much, and, like, I didn't want to, like, gag her or anything, but I did. Thank God she didn't throw up on me, because that would have sucked. And then we broke up for the summer, and we never got back together, but we had always kind of, like, been talking about, like, maybe getting back together, like, you know, like, hey, you know, you want to get back together, whatever, like this, and, you know, it never worked out, but, I mean, we've hooked up here and there a couple times, and, what I want to go for with this, Jay's Mind sexual story right now is, the period blood story, as I like to call it, and all my friends like to call it, the period blood story. One night, she comes over to my house. This is after we had been dating, and we were just hanging out in my room, watching some movies. I've got an Xbox, and I've got Xbox Live, so we're just, like, watching Netflix or whatever, and we were just watching movies and sitting on my bed, and she was wearing this dress, and her ass looked fucking good in that dress. Like, I don't really know how, like, an ass can look good in a dress, because it's a dress, but, I mean, like, it was kind of like a tighter, like, dress. It wasn't, like, one of those, like, you know, like, fluffy, you know, like, out here doing something. Like, it was, like, on her, like, thighs and shit, and, like, you could see her ass. And we had been, like, making out and shit, and, like, nothing, like, happened that night. Like, I didn't even get the stinky finger. But I was like, whatever, like, you know, it's whatever. And, she had to be home at, like, 11:30 or something, so she left, and then, I go back into my room, and I pull back the sheets, and lo and behold, on my brand new, week-old white sheets, there is period blood on my motherfucking white sheet. I was so pissed. She did not even tell me, like, hey, you know, I might be starting my period, or hey, I'm on my period. Like, just fucking flat out period blood on my sheets. Like, what the fuck? And then she gets home and she texts me and she's like, I think I might have started my period. No fucking shit, bitch. I got your blood on my motherfucking sheets. Fuck you. But, I mean, I washed them and bleached them and the blood came out. But it was just like one of those things where, you know, it happens and you're just like not even expecting it. And I was just like in shock. Like, oh my god, like this chick fucking got period blood on my motherfucking white sheets. And I took a picture of it before I got it in the washer. And I sent it to my friend. And I was like, dude, you'll never guess what this is. And he's like, did you get a bloody nose? And I was like, no, it's period blood. And he was like, oh, dude, that is fucked. And I was like, dude, I know. And so now everybody either refers to her as Claire who got period blood on my sheets, or Claire who sucked my dick in the back of her mom's car. So I just, you know, thought I would share that with you on the internet. But I'll be coming at you with more Jay's Talk. I'm not sure when, or Jay's Mind, I guess. I don't know why I said Jay's Talk. But I'll be coming at you, and all your friends who watch this shit, with more Jay's Mind, and possibly some more sexual stories, and maybe some sexual tips, and, you know, like just shit that I feel like talking about. So, fuck you, YouTube. Peace out. Stay classy. Peace.
Stay tuned for some more Real Talk.
Word.